Hi everyone, Kai here again. I'm back with the controller. So something I discovered when I turned the camera off. You'll have to excuse the commotion in the background. So I discovered something when I turned the camera off, that while this was perfectly functional and all the other buttons were good to go, this one, on the other hand, does not come back up. Okay. So I've taken the liberty of already taking care of these things, because these are horrendous to take out. And all I really did was I used my plastic pry tools, and all I did was I went through and I just kind of dug them in there and just pulled out. And with enough force and enough gumption, they come out. Oops. All right. Then I also went ahead and took the liberty of removing a few of these screws here. Those go here, 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 and here. So now all I have to do, and I feel all I have to do, is just take off the faceplate and I should be able to see what's going on in here. One thing I noticed while I was doing this was that the faceplate does not come off so easily. Which makes me wonder if there is an extra screw in here that I'm just not seeing. Okay, so after a little bit of poking and prodding around, we discovered this little point right here that depresses in, so that's got to be some sort of hidden screw in there. Now, this controller is old. The warranty is already done on it, so I'm okay doing this.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, and sure enough, there it is. Looks like it takes the same screw too.
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, sure.
So he's getting the screw out because we want to fix something about this controller.
There we go, and the faceplate comes right off.
Wow! Guys, take a closer look.
Isn't that cool?
Take a closer look.
See, so here's the little motors that make the controller rumble. You know, when you're playing a game and you hear the bzz, 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 right?
Yeah.
That's these little guys rotating really fast, like this guy right here.
Puppy! So cool. Where's your puppy?
So now,
Puppy!
I get to see... Hi, Isla.
We're not trying to wreck our controller. We're just trying to fix it.
Yeah. So now I'm just trying to see what part... Oh, there we go. All right, so I didn't really have to do much. All I had to do is pull that up just a little bit. It seemed to have just gotten jammed in there. So not a big deal, but now that feels like a fully working controller to me.
Okay.
So let's quickly put this sucker apart. I mean, back together. Okay, so first things, I'm gonna put back on that faceplate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's gonna just fall off if I don't hold it still, so I'm gonna put my finger up to pressure it. Not that yet. Gonna need that. I've never taken apart an Xbox One controller before. And I'm pretty happy with just how easy this thing is to repair, except for, you know, how difficult it is to get those things off. Alright, that's one screw in. We did not tighten that one yet.
Look at these batteries. Batteries are brand new. My daddy's gonna put these right in the controller so they can work as good as new.
Okay, one last sanity check here.
The batteries too.
The button depresses and comes back up. There's perfect elasticity. All the buttons feel normal.
The batteries, guys.
Everything feels good. Don't worry about the batteries.
The batteries!
The only thing left to do is pop these suckers back on.
And then put the batteries in.
Oh, putting them on is so much easier.
Dancing with me. It's like there's this incredibly benevolent
Hey, can I put
force
the
that
batteries
wants
in?
me to know there's no reason to be afraid.
Can I?
Sometimes there's so much beauty in the world, it makes my heart burst.
You ever done that before?
Wait, which way do you want me to go?
So there's a way to tell.
What?
All right. So on every battery, there's a minus and a plus.
Right here?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So now, you'll see on these contact pads here, the symbol.
Oh, yeah, no. There. Right, like that?
That's right. I'll hold that for you.
Are you serious?
It's easier to do the bottom one first. Now, what's tricky is if you look at the next pad down there,
Yeah.
what do you see?
I see.
Is it a minus?
No, it's not. It's this one.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's the minus. Right?
So,
So typically the batteries go in crisscross. I'll put that back on.
Okay, so guys, this is going to be an easy part where you put this on. You serious? Wait.
Hey, no, bring it over here.
Hey, are you serious? Okay, are you guys ready?
Let's do it. There we go.
What should I do now?
All right,
That's
let's go
it?
test it out. Okay, so here we have Untitled Goose Game. Let's give it a shot.
Okay,
All right, go ahead and use the buttons.
wait. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm ready! Toilet paper, where's the toilet paper?
All right, the controller seems to be functioning. Hi, Isla. Now, what does this button do? Oh, that brings up the wings. Honk, honk, honk. So that brings up the wings.
No, ducks.
What is this button supposed to do? Oh yeah, okay. It zooms in the camera.
No?
Oh, zooms out the camera. I see. Okay.
So you can see.
So by pushing it in, it works. So
No, you
therefore,
mean by pushing it out.
well, by pushing it in, it zooms out.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
see where the toilet paper is.
So, is this a functioning controller? Can you play video games with it?
Yes.
Perfect. So all the buttons work.
Yes.
So a successful teardown and reconstruction. Hi, Isla.
Here's the toilet paper.
Well, it's at least able to play Goose Game, and that's all that matters.
It burned.
So no more tricks. This controller now fully functions. Every button works. I'm just super relieved that I was able to get this thing back into a functioning condition. Just wanted to take a second to thank my oldest daughter for being a very handy camera operator and the cutest little assistant on the planet. And I wanted to thank you, the viewer, for taking a couple minutes for checking out this video and checking out my channel. If you like what you saw here and you'd like to see how this channel evolves from this point forward, I know we're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Maybe even hit the bell? I don't know. And, you know, if you have anything you'd like to say to me, definitely leave a comment down below. But until next video, cheers, guys.
So guys, I want to tell you something very funny. I took his keys and then put it over there where I showed my daddy before. So he doesn't have his keys, so he can't unlock the door even though the fight. So I will show you the secret area where I can do it if you ever play this game. Always remember this because I will show you this more. There's a secret tunnel. I know, Mommy. I know. And then you can go out here. And then you can go out here and put on the sprinkler when he doesn't have his keys. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't have his keys on him.
I mean, he could just reach over and turn off the tap.
Yeah, he has like...
Will he, though?
I don't think so. He never does that. Okay, whatever. Fine.
He seems very confused. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have his keys.
Yeah, no, I took it away from him. And guys,
So he can't get out.
so
And plop.
And I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to show you where his keys are. Are you ready?
Yeah. Sure am.
Keys are over here. So guys, don't tell him. He can't even hear you anyways. But like guys, come over here, and then you see a staircase. You can go up it. Come on. And you see his keys are right here.
Nice.
I'll hold them for you.
Yeah, he's just straight up never finding those keys.
Yes, he's never allowed to go over here because his head's gonna be like out. So here's his keys. I'm not gonna give them back because he's such naughty with them.
Okay.